before we wrap up, I just wanted to talk about people may recognize you from another show, which is I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here. I wanted to ask, like, as someone who it's well known that I'm fascinated with the world of reality TV. I do videos on The Bachelor and stuff. With I'm a Celebrity, is it real? Like, you're in South Africa, yeah? Because there was rumors the first season that the people weren't even in the place that they said.
I'm pretty sure that is because the British version of it is filmed in Gold Coast. So
but they lie and they say it's in
no. They just say it's in
the jungle. It's not the jungle,
Australian outback or whatever. But
they film it in Surfers Paradise. That's the fucking jungle, actually.
Yeah,
that's a hard one to survive. Yeah,
a lot of wildebeests out there.
Yeah. There's that, and you exactly. It's hard to escape those animals.
It's a terrible place.
They've got a lot of speed on them, on the wheels. But I think that was where the confusion came. But no, I physically flew to Johannesburg, and then you go to Kruger Park and
prove it.
There's no way to prove it. A passport. I guess I can show you my passport. But what the difference is, it's still a set. So you're in the jungle.
Well, that's what Pete Rosethorn told me once at the Comic Con. She goes, "Oh, there were plants in pot plants, because it's not a jungle."
No. So you're in the jungle, but they've cleared it and then added like pot plants and shit like that. So the trees, when you show the campsite and you see
this
the
jungle
trees
looks too much like a jungle. Can we get rid of the jungle and then put some custom jungle in, please?
Well, that's apparently, as far as I know, a safety precaution. So they literally have netting that goes around to stop leopards from coming in.
Like that.
So they have to have like this big perimeter. Fuck that. You know the word I'm looking for.
Yeah. It's actually not a big word. Even I know that one.
Well, no. I think in Sri Lanka we used to pronounce it perimeter, and now it's perimeter. Yeah. There's a few words like
sounds
that.
Sounds like a Nando sauce, or like the gauge of the Nando sauce. It sounds like, oh, how hot is it? Let's check the perimeter.
The perimeter. They literally have that perimeter on the sauce bottle. That's so fucking funny. No, perimeter. And there's, I think, like rangers who are constantly on the lookout for those animals getting in. But there's only a limit to what they can do. So when we came across snakes and shit, like there was a incident where me and this other guy, Ryan from MAFS, which you love as well, I'm sure.
That's a man you want around a deadly animal, huh? You can trust him.
Well, to be honest, because he lives on a farm, he fucking knows what he was talking about. Like
I think I met him once. He's friends with my tour manager, Zach. Does he live in the Gold Coast?
No,
Sydney?
he lives in Goulburn.
Oh, okay.
It was Ryan Gallagher. So he doesn't get stand-up.
Because he did stand-up.
Yeah. So he spotted the snake before anyone else could, because he's constant since he was born. He's looking out for snakes,
Yeah.
So he was actually really great to have around for that. But that was a Mozambique spitting cobra. And I didn't realize, I'm fucking dumb. I wanted to get a closer look. But that thing has like a 6-foot, spitting range, and it could have fucked me up. So those are the elements that are real.
Spits poison.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
What was the worst thing you did on the show? Because like my mum and dad watched a bit of it. I watched a bit of it when you were on, but like what was the grossest thing that you did?
So for me, I only got to do one challenge, which was really kind of annoying because I didn't realize that it was voted to go into the challenges, is voted by the public. And if you have a small profile like I did, they were like, we don't care about that fucker. Let's just send in, Charlotte from Geordie Shore to, do all this shit. And so the one I did get was where I was in a fucking bingo, like human-sized bingo barrel, and they kept tipping shit on you as you're trying to find fucking bingo balls to answer the questions or some shit. And the things that got tipped on me were like cockroaches, like these huge fucking hissing cockroaches. They were fine. They're just weird, creepy. Sludge, which smelled like it was fat from animals, like the bits that are on. So it just tipped on. But the worst, fuck this for a joke, and I can't believe they did this, was ants, like actual some bloody exotic ant that when they tipped it, it fell down the back of my shirt and then got stuck in my, the bit where the arch of your back.
Yeah.
And so they couldn't actually escape. So because they couldn't escape, they were freaking out and they just kept piercing and biting me.
Oh, that sucks.
And it went down my ass crack as well at one point. And there was bite marks right round down here. Like was like actual scabs, tiny little scabs. And Jesus. So that was when I went, oh, fuck you. This is like, you guys aren't fucking around.
Yeah,
Like,
that's real, huh?
There was a Rhonda Birchmore got stung by a scorpion in one of the challenges, and her finger swelled up for days.
Yeah.
Like, she literally couldn't be. I'm like, she's a 40-year-old veteran of this entertainment industry. Treat her like a queen. Instead, she's walking around with this shit.
But that's the appeal, though.
Yeah, I think so.
But
I think that's what people
I think
love
that's
about
why it is actually, well, there's a reason why it's a successful show, is because it seems like the most real out of all the reality TV shows. It seems like the less reality TV show. It almost seems like Survivor kind of vibes in a way.
Well, I think Survivor is like
It's
next
yeah, it's a
level,
different thing, but
I think the difference in this I'm a Celeb is that there's no idea of hostility. There's no
drama
built
between the contestants. Everyone's friends.
But if the drama happens, it's very organic. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So something like Maths or Bachelor or anything like that, they have to create a storyline
Yes.
to
Well, I
make
guess
someone
also
seem
because
like a villain.
none of these people in reality TV generally are professional performers, whereas I'm a Celebrity. They are.
Yeah. And
so
it's
they
so-
don't need to. They don't need to make them be entertaining because everyone's in there trying to get Instagram
Right,
followers
yeah.
anyway.
And you
going,
know what
I
else?
know how to do this.
I'm a Celebrity, like all you guys on that show. You've all got something to lose, like usually, right? But people on The Bachelor, they're like, if I'm the villain, I just get Instagram followers. Like they've got nothing to lose, so they can just be an asshole and go back to their day job.
Right. And I actually think that actually undid me for the first couple of days because I could not stop that thinking in my head going, hang on, I can't, I'm on camera all the time.
Yeah.
And, especially, we like to hang shit on each other backstage at gigs and stuff because we all trust each other and we go for the juggler because it's fun. But when you don't know people, you can't do that. So I'm like suppressing my instinct to make fun of people because they don't know that I'm, that's part of my way of acknowledging you and saying I like you is by making fun of you.
Yeah.
So that first 3 days, I reckon I was just stiff as a board going cameras everywhere.
Oh, the
cameras
first thing
everywhere.
I do is be like, "Oh, Dr. Chris Brown, are you even a doctor, bro? Like, you're just hot." It's like you got to say that to his face. Like, do you know that you're hired because you're attractive? Also, you're a vet.
Oh,
Like
he fucking knows it. He loves it.
good.
He actually did an episode on Utopia as well last year, and we were like battling him with all these questions about animals. It was fucking awesome. Like he's just got the most interesting stories. Like if he's manufacturing that shit, he's done his research.
Oh yeah, he's definitely hotter than Dr. Harry, which is the only person he's competing with in the
That's
Australian
true. I
landscape.
probably
He's
wouldn't
one of
fuck
those-
Dr. Harry.
He's one of those people that are actually hotter in real life as well. Like,
Really?
That
I
makes
would
me
say
angry.
he's-
That makes me very angry.
Not many people
You know
are on TV. That was one of the most brutal things about realizing, like, we used to work in radio, and when you used to see celebrities walk down the corridor, you're like, fuck, makeup's a beautiful thing, isn't it? It helps.
Yeah, especially when they're coming in for radio, they know they're not going to be seen, so they're just like, well, this is just my face. It's not anyone else's. No one's done anything. It's just mine. And you're like, fuck, I've never seen this
I don't
one
want to
before in
throw
my
any
life.
shade, but fuck, Sean McAuliffe, mate. One day, I think life had just got the better of him one day when he came in. I think he's great, but man, he's looked a bit overgrown, looked a bit scruffy, and
He really did. He looked like
and this is again.
he
going
just
back
came
to
out of the jungle.
For stand-ups, what is really fun is we're already on the low level. Like we're already, so it's like if we do get a chance to scrub up, it looks like, oh my God, they look great. But really, like our base operation is always no
that's
makeup
true.
and just,
I think you're used to seeing people at a higher level. Like seeing Matt Preston without his cravat just blew my mind. I was like, bro, you have to wear it. He was wearing a hoodie. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Disrespectful.
No, that's not allowed. You can't you can't be Matt Preston without a cravat. Are you sure it was him?
No, well, it was probably an imposter. It was just an impersonator who was doing
Matt
a really
Preston
bad
with no
job.
cravat is like Dilruk with no toothbrush in his ass.
Yeah, it's just
It's what
a
I'm known
staple.
for. It's what I'm known for. It's what I sell as merch afterwards.